What if I told you that over 60% of women have stayed in a toxic relationship longer than they should have? According to a study by Psychology Today, a shocking number of women ignore the warning signs, hoping things will change. But here's the truth: a toxic relationship will never magically turn into a healthy one. So, how do you know if you're in one? In this video, I'm revealing 9 dangerous red flags that high-value women must never tolerate. If you notice even one, it's time to walk away. Welcome back to Discover Your Edge, where elegance meets empowerment. If you're ready to level up, embrace your femininity, and become the most captivating version of yourself, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community of unstoppable women today. Ladies, let's get into it. Number 1, you are constantly walking on eggshells. As Maya Angelou famously said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. If you find yourself constantly watching what you say, you are afraid of triggering an argument or upsetting him. Ladies, that's a major red flag. Love shouldn't feel like a minefield you have to tiptoe through. Love should make you feel safe, secure, and loved for who you are. A high-value woman knows her worth and her voice matters. If you're constantly censoring yourself, dimming your own light to avoid conflict, is that truly love, or are you just surviving? A toxic man thrives on control. He loves to see you shrink. He loves to watch you make yourself smaller. The more you suppress yourself, the more power he feels over you. But a healthy, high-value man encourages you to speak your mind. He celebrates your strength and self-expression. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't overlook. Number 2, he undermines your confidence. As Oprah Winfrey rightly said, the moment you start to wonder if you deserve better, you do. A toxic man will chip away at your confidence. He makes backhanded jokes about your intelligence, appearance, or dreams. When you call him out, he'll say, "Oh, I'm just kidding. Come on, lighten up." But real love doesn't require tearing someone down for fun. A high-value woman recognizes her worth and won't allow anyone to diminish her spirit. A high-value woman never allows a man to chip away at her self-worth. She has the strength to walk away. A man who constantly belittles you is insecure himself. He needs to keep you down so you don't realize your own power. But a confident, healthy, high-value man celebrates your success. He lifts you up, encourages your dreams, because he knows a win for you is a win for him too. He will celebrate your success and elevate your self-esteem, not diminish it. Ladies, if you're ready to step into your most elegant, high-value self, I have something special for you. A free downloadable copy of the Elegant Woman Planner. It's designed to help you elevate your habits, refine your mindset, and embody true feminine grace every day. Click the link in the description below to get yours today. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 3, he love bombs you. We've all heard it. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. At first, it's a whirlwind of attention, gifts, grand gestures, but then just as quickly he pulls away, leaving you confused and chasing after his affection. This is not love, it's manipulation. He's training you to crave his attention, to tolerate the neglect, to accept the crumbs of his affection. A toxic man thrives on keeping you emotionally addicted. He wants you to feel lucky to have him even when he's mistreating you. But you deserve the whole loaf, my dear elegant ladies, the whole darn bakery. Real love is consistent. It's a steady hand to hold, a shoulder to cry on, a source of strength and support. A high-value woman recognizes this game for what it is and refuses to play. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 4, he doesn't respect your boundaries. Brené Brown said, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves even when we risk disappointing others." A high-value woman knows her worth and sets boundaries to protect her well-being. A man who respects you will honor those boundaries. He understands that they are not walls built to keep him out, but guidelines for a healthy, loving relationship. But a toxic man will push, guilt trip, and get angry when you say no. Whether it's your time, your space, your body, your dreams, those boundaries are non-negotiable. If he can't respect your boundaries, he doesn't respect you. A healthy, high-value man will appreciate a woman who knows her worth and stands firm in her truth. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 5, he's secretive and avoids accountability. Listen, I've heard this quote over the years. A person who values you wouldn't put themselves in a position to lose you. Does he constantly guard his phone like it's the crown jewels? Does he get defensive, even angry, when you ask simple questions? Does he change the subject when confronted? A man who has nothing to hide hides nothing. If your gut is screaming that something isn't right, trust that feeling. Secrecy breeds distrust, and distrust is a poison that can kill even the strongest love. A toxic man avoids responsibility like it's the plague, but a healthy, high-value man understands that transparency builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 6, you feel emotionally drained. Let me tell you something. Love is not supposed to be exhausting. After spending time with him, do you feel inspired, energized, happy, or do you feel depleted, exhausted, emotionally wrung out? A toxic relationship sucks the life out of you, leaving you feeling empty and depleted. A high-value woman invests in relationships that energize her, that make her feel alive, that add joy and laughter to her life. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 7, he tries to isolate you. The first sign of a toxic relationship is someone trying to cut you off from the people who love you. A toxic man sees those people as a threat. He doesn't want them to see what he's doing, to see how he's treating you. So he'll try to isolate you, to make you dependent on him, to control your world. He might say things like, "They don't really get you," or "They're just trying to turn you against me." This is a control tactic. A high-value woman knows the importance of her support system, her tribe. She doesn't allow anyone to come between her and the people she loves. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 8, he never takes responsibility. I love this quote by Steve Harvey. A real man owns his mistakes. A boy blames others. A healthy, high-value man doesn't shift blame, make excuses, or point fingers. He takes responsibility for his actions, learns from his mistakes, and strives to do better next time. If you're with a man who always plays the victim, who blames you for his bad moods, his mistakes, his failures, run. A toxic man refuses to take accountability. A high value woman sees through that. She understands that a real man owns his actions. If he plays the victim 24/7, he's not a partner, he's a project, and you don't have time for that. Let's move on to the next red flag you can't ignore. Number 9, you just know something is off. We as women have this incredible gift, this inner voice, this intuition that tells us when something isn't right. Your intuition knows the truth long before your mind does. But too often we silence that voice because we want to believe in someone's potential. But potential doesn't mean anything if he's not actively growing. Love shouldn't require you to ignore your gut feelings, to constantly second guess yourself. If something feels off, if those alarm bells are ringing, my dear elegant ladies, pay attention. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. You are a high value woman worthy of love, respect, and adoration. If any of these red flags sound familiar, take them to heart. You are not obligated to stay in any situation that diminishes you, that makes you question your worth. The right man will celebrate you, cherish you, and remind you every single day why you are an extraordinary woman deserving of an extraordinary love. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out this video right here on how to level up and become the best version of you. Until next time, ladies, stay confident, stay elegant, and keep discovering your edge.